Hey, this is Carolyn Eberly, founder of Mind Energy Body Transformation. And I created this system of change. And it was birthed from, well, let's just say the first time my birth mother found out she was pregnant with me, she wanted me dead. It was back in the time when abortion wasn't legal, and she thought her life had changed. I grew up from my first cell of birth in an environment of stress and pain. She drank, she smoked, because back then that meant that as long as the mother was okay, the fetus must be okay. And then when I was born, she was able to hold me for 5 minutes. And I had 5 minutes of love. She didn't want to let me go, but then the nurse pulled me away from her and took me to a new family that was I should have been lucky to have this wonderful new family that wanted this bastard child. Wasn't a happy family. My mother that adopted me was upset that I was born and she couldn't birth her own kids. I didn't fit into the box of who she thought she should have as a child. And my father was an alcoholic and abusive. And it was a rough start. But it taught me to create something called the Secret Code. I teach 5 conscious creation tasks. So you can change the pain in your life. And you can get the career, the health, the relationship, and life you want. You can transform the pain to power by discovering who you really are versus who you've been programmed to be. I thought I was an ugly duckling. It took me time to realize I was a swan. The spiritual law to change your life is that pain is the energetic portal back to your core being, that essence of your true wholeness. You are spirit incarnating into human form. Is that true? Who are you really? Can you decide in every moment of every day who you are? And if you did, how would you benefit? Your current sense of self mirrors your current reality. So if your wounded parts that hurt, pain creates your life, you get a reality that has more pain in it. It doesn't manifest your dreams. But if your core being creates your life, then you can get the life you dream, you desire, and you deserve. So wouldn't it be nice to have a choice? Energy is consciousness, and it's the medium that connects the mind with the body. In quantum physics, they talk about energy vibrating at higher and lower vibrational frequencies. Your core being has that high vibrational consciousness. And if you see the scale on the picture, if you have enough core being, you can transform anything in your life. It can melt away the pain of anger, your false sense of self, the blocks that hold you back, those negative patterns that keep repeating and repeating. So learn how to cultivate enough of your wholeness to transform those particles of energy that become the blocks that hold you back. In the auric field, you have chakras, you have high vibrational consciousness, but you also have emotional trauma and pain and false sense of self. You can learn how to shift your auric field and come back to your core being. Learn how to use any difficulty as a resource for deeper awakening, even though clouds and pain in your life appear. With the right skills, you can uncover the sun beneath. What if throughout the day you decided who you were and you could return to your inner brilliance, power, and wholeness? There are 3 systems of change that you learn in our program. You shift the mind, those negative beliefs and thoughts. You shift the body, that neural program in your brain that goes to the negative default, that has a negative bias, that keeps running the old, like a hamster in a cage on a wheel, negative program. and you learn how to shift your energy system, that template, that blueprint for what is instead of what could be. What if you could choose? But what if you don't? What happens? Eventually that brain, that hamster wheel in your mind takes over. You lose connection to your higher self and you become like an angel, smoking the cigarette, holding yourself back. So is there a secret code so pain transforms to power? They say it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert, your own self-master, but only if you have a coach. Would love for you to join our programs and let me coach you. Private sessions, online classes, in-person trainings. Come join us and let us help you see that you are really the sun that's beneath those clouds. Blessings.